From the Rural Radio Network, I'm Lacey Shippey with a look at your grain and livestock trade today. And taking a look at our grains, we are mixed here today. We started the day with soybeans higher and corn to the downside. However, we have changed here today. And to talk a little bit about what has happened is Sam Hudson with Cornbelt Marketing. And Sam, tell me a little bit about why we're seeing corn come to the upside while soybeans are headed down just a tick here today.
Yeah, sure, Lacey. I think that's something that you could actually continue to see here over the next couple of weeks. We do have a December, WASDE report coming up, but keep in mind these December reports don't have any crop production updates, and so we lean on what we're, sure of on the market, and that is that corn demand's been very good. Export inspections continue to exceed the USDA's projections as well as the sales, and so we can lean on that. For soybeans, they're kind of spending this time, proving out what we've already advertised with this renewed, demand to China, and we've continued to see sales. Flash sales continue to come out of the woodwork here, but we haven't seen a lot of those shipments show up just yet. I think we should start to see that as we get into December, but they're going to need to continue that buying pace to continue to support the market, or otherwise, we're just going to start talking about South American production all over again, and their crop cycle is coming up.
And taking a look at our livestock futures this morning, we are having a very positive day in our cattle complex. Tell me a little bit about what's giving us support there.
Yeah, continued wild ride there. We've continued to see open interest, pretty thin here, and that exaggerates moves anytime something needs to happen. I think we all knew prices probably got a little bit too far overdone to the downside, but we saw cash prices on the feeder cattle index fall more than $20 last week, and so now we're seeing those futures actually become a premium to that cash again, and maybe we get some consolidation trade until we can figure out the pace and breadth and depth of this border reopening. I think that's going to be very important to prices as we get into 2026, and so in the meantime, we could see a lot more technical trade start to take place, and a lot of trade between the 100 and 200-day moving averages on the charts.
And we're seeing feeders at auction a little bit higher this week so far. Box beef was up yesterday. Do you anticipate cash trade being a little higher?
Absolutely. I think the futures are going to drive that action, at least for this week. I think people were already kind of wanting and waiting to see that. And now with this big recovery effort, I think, we'll see if the market can continue to prove that out as we get into the back half of December.
Thank you, Sam. That is Sam Hudson with Cornbelt Marketing with a look at your grain and livestock trade today. I'm Lacey Shippey for the Rural Radio Network.